What's up, fuckers? My name is Alexander Hamilton. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to Dream Daddy. I always forget to turn my volume down. Alright, hopping back into the game.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay, so we've been on the first dates with Matt, Damien, and Craig. So we have these lists. I'm saving Joseph for last, because hella not interested in him. Well, we were just at Robert's place for dinner with Craig, so why don't we go hang out with Robert? It's like, I know his whole thing so far has been like, he's an enigma, he's so dark and mysterious. So it's like, I really don't know anything about him, so I'm curious how this is gonna go. Dad tip number 53, pet every dog. I agree, especially if it's a pitty. Because pitties are snuggle bugs. Robert was pretty nice, a little odd, but nice, and ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey Robert, good seeing you again at the cookout. Want to grab a drink? I sit there for a couple seconds hoping he'll message me back. Hey, Tessie read my message. I anxiously wait for a response. Twiddle my thumbs, watch cat videos on the internet. Gonna save. You watch cat videos, you're probably gonna get lost. I don't know what the correct response is. Twiddle my thumbs. Hey, this is kind of enjoyable. Look at those thumbs go. They sure are twiddling. Wonder if Robert has replied yet. He still has not responded. Fine, watch cat videos. I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, Robert pops back into my head. I jump back over to Dadbook to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. Might as well make the best of my day. I get up, walk to the living room, then sit down and turn on the TV. History Channel, Food Channel, Game Show. Food Channel. Ooh, Meat Hell is on. You have 10 minutes to cook a 5-course meal that must include these ingredients. Steak, lemon meringue pie, paper clips, and a hammer. If you are unable to finish cooking, or if any of these ingredients are absent from the dish, we will release the wolves. Oh my god. I'm not kidding. Please help us. I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, let's guess it's time for old Chef Hamilton to cook a gourmet delicacy. I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. Make a sandwich, microwave some eggs, mustard jar. Oh, why the hell would you microwave eggs? Oh. I guess make a sandwich. I make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs plates? The Standwich, a lost art. I admire my work for a second before I clumsily drop the entire thing on the floor. No! I look around and remember that Amanda's not home. This is still good. 5-second roll, right? I reassemble my sandwich, peeling pickles off the floor and putting them back where they belong in my mouth. Oh god, that's so gross. I would never do this. I take cooking very seriously. I am no gourmet chef, but I take it very seriously. Wait, I'm a wreck. I finish my snack and walk around the house some more, bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that would hang off a door. It would really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. I spend a couple minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on and slam! I take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the neck. The crowd goes wild. And welcome to the jam! I pull up from the three-point line, breaking ankles and sinking a fadeaway. And I forgot the rest of the words to this song. No look behind, back hook shot. Everyone's on their feet. Something, something, Space Jam! I just barely managed to defeat myself at horse before Amanda comes home. I suck at literally every sport in real life, even the one sport I actually enjoy, figure skating, I suck at. Don't you give me that, look of denial. You know I suck at figure skating.
Do better than I do.
How long did it take me to do, wait, why can't I remember the name of the... what was it, back turn? I don't remember. I just barely managed to defeat myself at horse before Amanda comes home, and then we cook dinner. We're proud of ourselves for not even coming close to burning the house down. Hey, I am a capable cook. Afterward, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped Toddler Tournament. What you have in front of you is a molecularly deconstructed sweet potato with a brown sugar demi-glaze and creme fraiche, of course. This is literally a jar of baby food. The toddler immediately bursts into tears. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. Just then, my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Oh, you probably just got a message. Amanda and I walk over to the computer and check Dad Book. It's a message from Robert! You up? What are you doing? Hey, what does that mean? What you doing? Child. Wait, no, I'm an adult. I'm tired. You youngster. What am I doing? You're just chilling. I'm just chilling, watching television with my daughter, just working on my motorcycle. I'm just chilling. I type just chilling. Amanda deletes the G and hits send. It'll make you look cooler. A couple moments pass by, another message pops up.
Alright.
Wanna grab a drink? Hey, that means he wants to hang out. I know what that means, Amanda, but it's kinda late. Come on, Pops, live a little. I am living, with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You're trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Fine. I type back a message to Robert asking for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me. I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. What?
Jim and Kim's.
Yeah.
Whole life, Jocks and Jills.
What? Is that the name of a bar?
Yeah.
Oh. It's actually run by a guy named Neil.
Okay. I got your order.
Okay. She's making noodles to feed our dog because our dog refuses to eat unless there are noodles on top of her dog food. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barfly drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy. Ahoy there, Skipper. Oh god. It's Mary. Robert and Mary are here? Uh-oh. I brought Mary along, figure we needed a drinking buddy. Is this punishment for me showing up uninvited with Craig? Oh man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me.
Come on.
Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink. Yeah, speaking of which, it's time for the first round. What are you having? I want something tropical, but I know Robert would probably like it if I said whiskey straight up. You know, I'm gonna be honest, something tropical. Oh god. What do I look like? A toucan? Welcome to the Robert party. I knew that was gonna be a bad decision, and I did it anyway. Okay, beer or whiskey, straight up. Wait, this is the one that's gonna get a love reaction, I know. A dad after my own heart, huh? Yep. Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. This wasn't how I expected my night to be going.
Hey.
I despise whiskey. I've already told the story of the one time I had a tiny sip of bourbon and despised it.
Well, bourbon's different than whiskey.
How? Well, I've never had whiskey, so I wouldn't really know. Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. Heck, I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching. What? The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping. Oh, alright. Whoops, I bumped my mic. Sorry about that. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. So, where are we headed? I wish I were drinking. It's an Irish pub.
I wish I were drinking.
That's fucking brilliant. A good pun is the whiskey to my heart.
Get a rest, buddy. Ugh.
Well, fuck you too, bitch. Puns are the lowest form of humor, Alexander. Try harder. I do not like you. Like, wait a second. Your husband is a dad who doesn't make puns? How? Ouch. Am I gonna be a butt of the joke? Am I gonna be the butt of the joke all night? Like, Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second. We walk into Irish I Were Drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round, what are you having? Whiskey hasn't filled me yet. Beer might be good. Do they make fruity Irish cocktails? Eeny, meeny, miny, you. Whiskey hasn't filled me yet. Let's do it. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey, and we post up in a garish green booth. Mary slides in and sidles up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Hey, let's sip this one, why don't we? Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly. That'll put hair on your chest. What does that mean? You are truly the paragon of grace and beauty. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. Hey! Alexander, be a dear and get us another round, will ya? You're an asshole. I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile, let alone laugh. I take a seat across the booth from them and pass out the drinks. So Edith's kid snuck some pot brownies under the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot the little hemp sweatshirted gremlin in the act, so I go up to Edith with the baggie, and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out on me. You're ruining the bake sale, she says. I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad, and blah, blah, blah. So what did you do? I told her to have a brownie and that everything was gonna be fine. They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them the time had stopped. Mary looks directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What?
Hey.
You know, the devil's lettuce? I have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now. Want a blaze? Save. There's 3 options. What? No, I'm a law-abiding citizen. You with the feds? So, there's no option to say yes? No option to say yes to smoking weed? Well, you're already drunk, so doing weed on top of that. No, there's a specific term for that I heard in a rap song once. And I think it's called getting faded. If I got that horribly wrong, I'm sorry. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm going with you with the feds. I worked hard for what I have, and no 2-bit corner boys gonna drop the dime on me. So you take what you're pushing somewhere else, and I'll keep running my business the way I want it to run. What? Remember, you can come at the king, you best not miss. Jesus, kid, dial it back. Robert giggles helplessly. Hey, I did the right thing.
Ah.
I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He may not be used to your brand of humor. Fine, fine. We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. Isn't Joseph wondering where you are? There's lots of eligible bachelors around here, huh? Could you get the next round? She's a bit of a flirt who obviously doesn't value her marriage because she tried to... The first time we met was at Jim and Clem's when she tried to hit on me.
Beepin' noodles.
You're just making more work for editing me. Shirt tucked into his blue denim jeans, he's got 'em filled out. Plus his buttocks stretch out the seams with good and bad and tries, looking nice and tight in his sleeves, and just enough scruff, rough and tough, but kind as can be. So, what should I just say? Isn't Joseph wondering where you are? Lots of eligible bachelors around here, huh? Or could you get the next round? You know what? I can just come back to this later. So, eeny, meeny, miny, you. Isn't Joseph wondering where you are? Whoa, buddy. Bringing the sanctity of marriage into this? No, it's fine. You dig into my private life that I'm sure you think is your business. Slow down, Mary. Shit. Well, that was the wrong response. Okay, lots of eligible bachelors around here, huh? You know, I was hoping for a quiet evening with my friends. No drama, no unwarranted advances, just friendship. But no, you gotta call me out like that. Mary, No, it's fine. You trying to ditch me, pal?
Told you. And listen to me.
Could you get the next round? You trying to ditch me, pal? No. Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram. No, it's fine. Alexander wants alone time with his new best buddy, Robert. Read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. Now, if you fellows will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Go with God. Nice seeing you. Deuces, nerds. I should have listened to you. Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger-looking guy at the bar. She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she kind of delights in making men suffer. Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about him? You know, they're married, and she definitely tried to get into my pants the other night, and I gestured to her across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes at that young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage.
Hey.
Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh! Oh man, you know I pegged you for one of those straight-laced types. Oh, don't worry, I got pretty wild back in my day. Still got a little wild in you? You know it, there's so much wild in me. I have a child I need to care for!
You know what?
Yeah. Woo! Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp. What am I getting myself into? Think you can go shot for shot? There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes his shot and knocks it back. That's one. So, what do I even talk about? He's so cool, and he probably hates small talk. So how are
Hey.
things? I hate small talk.
Oh.
Okay. Too many people, and this isn't necessarily you, but too many people think they just have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence. They're afraid of what the other person is going to think of the silence. If you want some unsolicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Oh. Alright. Robert and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar. Patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer. Mary giving the hard sell to that young man. The young man pretending he got a phone call from one of his friends. Maybe silence is nice sometimes. So, you ever kill a man? I choke on my drink. Hank. Excuse me? You know, watching the life drain from someone's eyes, it's not just their life, you know. Their hopes and dreams draining away, every memory and experience they've ever had. Gone. No? Great, me neither. Who the fuck is this guy?
I'm beginning to figure it out. It's like this hard up front face, but underneath he's going to be totally different.
Teddy bear?
Yeah. But he's got to have this hard exterior. Nobody's going to crack his shell.
Robert knocks back his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'm just messing with you, relax. I laugh nervously. Or am I? I laugh nervously again. We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Mary has her sights set on one man after another. Mary has her sights set on another man after the other one excused himself to the bathroom and, I assume, crawled out of the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Robert gets up out of the booth, shouldering his jacket. Let's roll! Sorry, whiskey, inside voices. My face cam is about to cut out. Sorry, whiskey, inside voices. Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary is gonna be just fine. I look over to Mary, who's laying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists it's not his birthday. We make our way out of the bar and back onto the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, that sidewalk is coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this is the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to? You'll see. I follow Robert through street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive at a rundown strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, a computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally, a liquor store. Are we gonna buy more alcohol? Wait here, I'll be right back. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles in brown paper bags. He hands one to me. Cheers. Here's, we just did how many shots of whiskey and now we're drinking wine?
Not good. This hangover is going to be horrible.
I may have 0 experience with getting, like, proper drunk, but even I know this mixing is bad. He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip. White Zinfandel? What? Nothing. I just wasn't expecting. It's delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. You know more about wine than me.
It's good. It's a nice light wine that's sweet.
He says don't judge me like it's not really considered a tough guy drink.
No, it's not.
Is it considered like a, I don't know, is it a fun type of white wine or a basic white people type of white wine?
Yeah, it's a lightweight person's white wine.
Is it like Diet Chardonnay?
Sorta.
I know absolutely nothing about wine. I start to say something, think of his lecture. I start to say something, think of his lecture about valuing silence earlier, and stop. I sip on my wine and watch cars drive by. Just throw rocks at shit. What? Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes throughout the empty parking lot. That felt good. And what? You're grown-ass men throwing rocks at shit like a couple of bored teenagers. Man, child. He presses a stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't know. With feeling. I look at the rock in my hand. I look at the stop sign. Back of the rock. Back at the stop sign. I know it has to be done. Okay. I'm sorry. This one's for you, Pappy. I got a problem with authority. I got a problem with authority! I hurl the rock at the sign. It sails over the stop sign right into the window of a parked car, leaving a crack.
I knew it.
Dude, run! I leap up and dart into the nearest alley, wine in hand. I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. I'm not sure if I'm far away from the cracked window that I'm no longer culpable for the heinous crime. After I'm sure I'm far enough away, I stop to catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Yeah, you're both like 40. Maybe don't act like teenagers. Agreed. Suddenly my stomach growls. Oh man, I am starving. Let's go get pizza. Can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. It just needs to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. I know just the place. I follow Robert through the maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. Hey, the bright red neon sign reads Pete's Pizza Pizza. Ta-da! I see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and then pulling piping hot pizzas right out of stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order. Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh wait, Alexander, you're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? I mean, I don't like literally anything on pizza. I just like plain cheese, but I've played enough dating sims to know what the right answer is, so, you know what the hell? We wait a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each a giant slice on a paper plate so saturated with grease I'm worried it will fall apart. Oh, that sounds just like the pizza from the food court at the mall. I miss it so much. Damn you, COVID! That's the first place we're going to eat after I get the vaccine, whenever it comes out. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat. I take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Damn right it is. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping. I mean, I'm boring and I just like plain cheese.
Mm-hmm.
You said it. That clip is gonna be on the internet forever. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. Huh. Can eating something help you sober up?
Yes. It absorbs all the alcohol.
We hear a noise coming out of a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more of that wild in ya? You betcha. I'm so tired, but I love my daughter and should go home to make sure she's alright. Hey, you betcha. I'm so tired, but... You betcha. Good on ya. Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. Shh. Don't shush me so loud. Shh. We come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. Oh, this suddenly makes sense. Did we really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers? You've been acting like teenagers the whole damn night. No talking during the movie. We look into the audience and I'm surprised that it's almost completely empty save for a row of teenagers out in front. They look annoyed when they notice us. Robert starts making his way to the very back of the theater and I follow him. My favorite seats. We settle in with our wines and try to make sense of the movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York to find the woman that he's realized he's in love with. Kiss already! There's nobody to kiss yet. Do you want him to kiss the taxi driver? Hell yeah. The kids down the way notice us heckling. One of them speaks up. Hey man, keep it down. Ernest? Oh damn, that's Ernest Hemingway, Hugo's kid. Like, Ernest! Hey Ernest, I know you, it's me, your neighbor, hi! Ernest turns back around, embarrassed. I turn back to Robert. He kissed anyone yet? Turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out to a tiny island near New York to profess his love for a woman who for some reason he knew would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He said that they had, but I think there was some subtext I'm missing here. Boo, love is dead. Shut up, it's beautiful. Now you shut up. Ernest grumbles, the credits start to roll. I stand up, Robert immediately pulls me back down. Hundreds of people work very hard to make this film happen, and you're gonna sit here and appreciate them. How fucking drunk are you, dude? Okay. Look at that, Elizabeth Shelton. She worked really hard, but she did lots of good, wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience. And Peter Anders Catering fed a bunch of people so that they could have the energy to do their jobs. What a guy. We let the credits roll while Robert individually thanks every member of the crew. Once it's finally over, he makes sure no animals were harmed in the making of the film, and we leave the movie theater. We stumble into the theater parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine. You drank an entire fucking bottle of wine? Plus like 5 shots of whiskey?
Yeah, how are you walking?
How are you not dead? Hey, assholes! Out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me on the knee. Hey, ow, my knee! What the hell? Ernest and his friends stand in the alleyway blocking our exit. What do you guys want? Why'd you go and throw a rock at my knee? This is my good knee! Hey, my orthopedist is gonna be pissed! Ernest tosses another rock up and down in his hands. What's wrong with this kid? You ruined my theater-going experience! Now you have to pay. Oh, well, I don't have any cash on me right now, and, like, movies got really expensive. Ernest hucks another rock at my other knee. I'm able to jump out of the way, but I didn't properly stretch before physical activity, and and I'm probably gonna feel super sore in the morning, and I need to learn how to frickin' hydrate. There's no water in this cup, there's just ice. Stay hydrated. We ruined it for you? That movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take that back! There was a beautiful love story with really genuine acting! You call that good acting? What classist mainstream slop have you been served your entire life? What? Have you ever seen any Michael Powell, A Matter of Life and Death, 1946? Easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man. No, you listen. That popcorn-ass drivel the mass media is shoveling down your throat will only make you dumber and sadder. You of all people should strive for a higher standard in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sake. Like, oh no, now you've done it. Ernest rushes Robert, screaming like a banshee. I dive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee. Fuck my knee! Robert gets in between Ernest and myself. It's as if he's seeing red. And fuck, my fucking knee hurts. Right, well, this game has avoided that word like the plague for the rest of the game. Now to fully embrace it.
Friend.
Alright, buddy. Talk like a punk. Get hit like a punk. Robert squares up in a boxer stance. Queensbury rules. 3-minute rounds with 1 minute rest in between. No lobos, fish hooks, J-grabs, or high blows. What? And don't even think about pulling an illegal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction of 3 points. You'll have to designate a second if you're unable to fill your role as main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he has enough useful vivacity to handle it. Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked. It's too late. You two are bloodbound. He dies, you die.
How dare you?
Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensbury. We're just gonna go. Ernest and his friends warily back away. Robert calls after them. The Queensbury Association will hear about this. And consume better content. Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Were you about to actually fight that kid? Are you kidding me? I would never hit a child. That would be despicable.
Oh.
Throw the rules at him, though, and they always bolt. No one wants a Queensbury sanctioned throwdown.
Huh.
Your timer's going off.
I know. I didn't want to interrupt you.
But full disclosure, I made half of that up. Wow. See, you don't even have to know the rules. You just make them up. Come on, let's get out of here. Okay, we're to the end of the segment. You may go check on your beef stew. King's Mulligan, it's delicious. Learned it from Quincy's Tavern on TikTok. I'll link it in the description. I just realized I missed a perfect opportunity for a joke like 4 episodes ago. Was it 3 or 4? Fuck it, I'm gonna tell it anyway. Remember when we were reading dad book profiles and when it got to Joseph's profile, he said, what do you never leave home without? It said the good book, but I said a good book. Okay, and it was like, oh, I'm sorry. For a moment, I assumed that you were an actual human being with interests and hobbies. I momentarily forgot that your entire personality is good Christian man. Robert and I cool down a bit as we walk back to the neighborhood. I'm so sorry. I get really into the art of filmmaking when I drink. It's okay. I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself. It's official. You are not me. You are a stranger who shares my name. Buddy, I got so much to show you. You ever see any Sam Fuller? I haven't.
Oh boy.
Fuller is cash. Thanks for defending my honor. Thanks for dinner and a movie. Thanks for the adventure. Thanks for the adventure. Adventure is all I got, buddy. Woohoo! Robert throws an arm around my shoulder. We drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. We finally get back to his doorstep.
Oh boy.
This was in Interesting night. I liked it. A smile forms on his cheeks, a rare sight. Let's hang again soon, yeah? Yeah. I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly in the night breeze. Robert claps me on the shoulder. Night, bud. Robert heads back inside and I stumble my way back home. Date complete!
Uh-oh, where'd my
right.
pants go?
What did he just say? I legitimately did not catch that. Editing me, replay that. I bumped my mic.
Uh-oh, where'd my pants go?
It sounded like he said, uh-oh, where'd my pants go? Oh, and again, it's just Danny. I hear his voice, and I just hear Dan Avedon.
Uh-oh, where'd my pants go?
Achievement progress,
Welcome.
Knife Dad, 1
You've
out of
got
3.
dads.
Okay. Hey, got a message from Matt, which we will get to in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a fantastic day. Be gay, do crime. I love you. Bye!